Hi, it's Stacy with Westalee, and we are here today for a couple of awesome things. We are back for our Template Tasting Friday, and today we're going to be previewing this class by Kathy Clawson. And Kathy has shared with us today an amazing opportunity for a Spinifex class series that not only includes using multiple Spinifex designs. It's actually going to cover every Spinifex design in our series that is 7.5 inches. So we're sharing with you an opportunity for a class series that's going to be kicking off in, I believe, 2 or 3 weeks. And that's going to be going through into December. And that class series is basically going to start with designs 1, 2, and 3, and so on. So we'll review the opportunity a little bit closer, but I just wanted to share with you some of the gorgeous, gorgeous designs that she has created. And you know what she's doing here, guys? She is doing the ruler work. And this isn't Template that you're looking at. This is her using those Inkset amazing coloring pencils with the fabric ink. Well, I'll give you the exact names of it here in a minute, to set that coloring into the design. So you're going to be learning how to create the design and then also how to make it look gorgeous. So let's take a look at a few of these designs here. This is another favorite of mine. And again, each of these are part of Inktense. Thank you. Inktense. Look at these amazing designs, guys. So I am excited to share this class series with you. We do have it available on our So Steady website. So you are going to be able to go ahead and get onto that website and be able to purchase the class series. And what's really neat about this opportunity is not only can you actually purchase the class series, but you can also purchase each of the various classes that we're going to be doing. So right now we're starting off with class 1. So you can choose to preview class 1 for just $5. If you choose to preview class 1 for $5 cost to you, then you'll automatically get a $10 coupon to apply to anything you wish on our So Steady website. And so right here, we give you the full schedule of classes. So class 1 starts on October 24th. Again, we're going to be using Spinifex number 7.5, and we're going to be doing designs 1 and 2 in the Spinifex series. So you see those two designs right there. And then so on. Class 2 on Halloween, and we're going to be reviewing Spinifex designs 3, 4, and 5, and so on. So what's cool about this is that you can choose to purchase just the class that you have the Spinifex series for. You can choose to purchase the full class for life, or the full series for life, or the full class for life. So each of the classes, as we review them, will give you each of the options. And then the full schedule is below. So Kathy is going to be sharing with us the opportunity, or just a little preview of what she's going to be doing in a video that I'm going to share with you now. So let me go ahead and pull up that video for you, and then we'll go ahead and uh, go over. So the other thing we're going to be doing today, because we've got lots going on that I'm excited to share with you, is we're going to be giving you a preview. This is not the final calendar, guys, but we're going to be giving you a preview of our 2024 calendar. And all of our winners are going to get that calendar mailed out to them. And then they're going to also get that special prize that we have for you for product on our So Stay website. So we're going to go ahead and be announcing the official winners. And this year we did something kind of unique. So we have some winners that won multiple, spots because we, did viewers' choice. So you guys picked who our winners were. But because of that, we did want to make sure that we took advantage of as many of these amazing designs. We had 90 entries into our Westalee by Me calendar this year, guys. So we did decide that we were going to go ahead and have some Sew Steady picks. So those are Sew Steady. Our staff went through and chose a few that we wanted to include too. So those that maybe had multiple designs or ones that we wanted to highlight as well. There might be a couple that are sharing each month. So we'll go ahead and introduce that here shortly. But let's head over and we're going to have Kathy share with us all of her a little bit more about this amazing class series that's going to be starting in just a couple of weeks. And again, I am so excited about this. It's our Spinifex class series with Kathy Clawson. We're going to let her take it away.
Hi, welcome to my happy place. I'm Kathy Clawson. I'm here to give you some insight into our new class starting October 24th, which is a Tuesday, and it is called Spinifex Magic. And the reason I like the Spinifex Magic is simply because I love the Spinifex templates. We have 16 options to choose from. And here is the Spinifex 1. Each collection, each of the 16 collection comes with 5 templates in the package. A 3.5, 5.5, 7.5, 9.5, and 11.5 inch. It shows us on the package an 8-point rotation. It also gives us a picture, an actual photograph of what the templates look like. I use low shank for my machine. You may use high shank, or even we have long arm. So each one is different and very specific to its own shape and design. So what we're going to take and do is we're going to take and make a 16 rotation on each of these. We are going to be using only the 7.5 inch template size in this class. Okay? So after we get our 7.5 inch 16 rotations, you guessed it, we're going to use our Inktense pencils and we're going to do some coloring in, and that is where the real magic starts. This is Spinifex 1 with 16 rotations, and I chose orange colors to put this in, starting at red and moving out to orange. I love the fact that I can make these all different colors and use all different pencils, and they're going to look awesome together. And just to prove that, here is our Spinifex 1. Here is our Spinifex 2. And the greens just make the inside parameters of this design pop. I absolutely love how it works. And we have many going to be dry. Okay, so we have come back and I've got my block out here. We are using an 11-inch block on this particular project. What I do request is that you have your blocks put together and hopefully marked before we start our class. We're not going to be doing 15, 16 quilt blocks all in one session. Okay, just so you're aware, we are going to take it nice and slow, just with a few at a time, okay? Now, what is important to note is when we do our spin effects, what you should see here is that each spin effects does have a spot for our tack. We're not going to use that though, okay? What we are going to do is we are going to use our spin effects, and we are just going to have it meet in the center here. Reminds me of a song, right? And you know, this is just exactly how it's going to look until we do our magic. Okay, now what that means, we're going to look at the bottom of our template and we are going to nestle that foot in there. So what we're going to do is I have a gate key, so I'm just going to go ahead and I am going to set my foot there and pull my thread up right in the center. Now, a lot of people do, and a lot of people don't extend their vertical center and their horizontal center together. I prefer to do that. I always know that that is my exact center. And quite honestly, I've got old eyes, so the little dot that comes on across the road may work. If it does, awesome. Go ahead and use it. I just like kind of suspenders and belt kind of gal. I like to be sure. Each one of our templates also has awesome markings etched into it. I'm going to take this out here. Okay, I do want to show you these before we get started. We have got, and I want to make sure you can see this. I'm going to try and turn this off just for now. There we go. Okay, so what we've got is we have a center line coming through the top and the bottom of the motif. We also have lines horizontally. This is the way that this template goes. And what that does is it will meet the center etched line if it were to keep going through, and this horizontal line is exactly where our needle is going to end up. So we also always have a real good idea of where we are on our template. It also has extra markings. The extra markings are really nice if in fact we want to do some very different type designs, which I think we might be doing in this case, okay? So I've gone ahead and I've pulled my thread up. And the reason that we do that is because we really want to make sure that the back looks as pretty as the front. These are quilt as you go blocks. So we definitely want our back and our front to be very nice looking, clean, and the way that the design is intended to be. So I'm going to go ahead and put my needle down right in the center. Now I have the ability to line those center lines up, which is absolutely awesome. And this is the way I like to start my stitching. I like to start it kind of like I start my car. I don't know about you, but I get in, and when I start going, I kind of depress the gas pedal and just kind of ease into it. We'll turn that back on now. And that's going to give me the right speed. I'm not going to get a ticket. And I'm going to still make it on time. Isn't that awesome? So what we've done now is we've hit this little corner. So I like to take one extra stitch there. And then we're going to head for the top. Now you'll notice the top is rounded and our design is not. So the reason that our template is rounded is to accommodate the foot. Because we're at another corner, again, we'll take that extra stitch in place, come back down, take another stitch in place, and then we're going to head back for home. And you know something? That is as easy as it gets. It really is. Doing these templates is not difficult. We're going to do the same basic idea on all 16 of these templates. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to come up with ideas that maybe hadn't been thought of. So this is the same template. Our template 1, Spinifex 1, is the same template that made this. Isn't that awesome? It's such a totally different look, and they're both beautiful. I love them both. Not too high contrasting fabrics here. I like that idea. Then what I'm going to be doing too is I'm going to be using threads on the alternate blocks that kind of mimic the colors that we made on all of our main blocks. So we have so many creative choices to choose from here. I just know that you're going to come up with some absolutely beautiful combinations and some beautiful designs. I'm not saying that you have to follow every design that I'm doing because you may come up with one better. This is one of the things that I enjoy so much about teaching. You're not the only one who learns. I do actually learn from students just as much as I teach students. The ideas, we can only collaborate and make them better and better. So here we go. And I will be doing it on every template that I use. I like to go from side to side. And then I'll stitch from side to side. And the reason that I like to stitch in that manner is because I am drawing my fabric in each time that I take a stitch. So as I'm drawing that fabric in by going opposites, I'm drawing it in equally all the way around. If I came and just went in a circle, it would probably draw in more as I go around. And that is something I don't think we want to do that. We want it to be nice and even. I'm going to take that out now. And I'm going to move the camera down some. And I'm just going to give you a brief preview of each block. Okay? So here we have our block number 1. I think I may have been eating a tangerine when I did this one. we are also going to be using our Circles on Quilts set 3. And what we'll be doing with them is adding these little embellishments around here. And what that's going to do is that's going to make it real easy for us to add another embellishment. And this is the Circles on Quilts set 3. It's a set of 4 templates. It does circles from 2 to 12 inches in 1/4 inch increments. Okay, so this is number 1, and we have our circles on there. Here is our block with our spin effects number 2. I certainly hope these are in order, but I'm not going to count on it. So we might get out of order a little bit, and I apologize for that. Okay. So let me see if I can find number 3. See how easy that is to find. Okay, I see number 4. Here's number 3 right here. Shades of Rose. And number 4, you already know from your template starter set. We have that in our starter set. And on this particular one, I've put 8. We will be doing 16. But on this one, I do have just 8 rotations. And number 5, let's see, there it is. Number 5 gives us some really interesting designs to draw from. What I like about it is it has a lot of very geometric shapes in it that we don't really see in a whole lot of our spin effects. It has this portion right here actually feels like it's a ribbon bending over. So that's number 5. And we're gonna, I know it's in here, number 6. Okay. There's number 6. Number 6, when it gets to 16 rotations, I think is so beautiful. I love these little shapes right here. Not really sure what they remind me of. Maybe a bowling pin right here. I don't know for sure, but it sure does look good. And we've done these in some beautiful peach colors. So number 7, and you can see I'm getting all over the place here. Let's find number 7. Okay, well, number 7 will show up. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you number 8. Number 8 reminds me just a little bit about number 5. The difference being is that each of these elements reaches further. It reaches further into the design, and it gives us this little mini flower here, right in the center. Okay, so number 9. Number 9 I did in some pretty pastel colors. And you know, you can have your colors as bright and bold as you like, or as subdued as I have done here. I kind of was feeling, you can tell by looking at my blocks, where I was feeling kind of light and airy, and where I was, let's give it all we've got. So number 10, okay, the Minnesota fan, out there. This reminds me of the Minnesota Gophers. The colors are perfect for the Minnesota Gophers. And I love this curved cross hatching out here with this big center flower in there. Number 11. Number 11 gives us so many different shapes. We're talking the small pointy flower in the center, and then we've got a little bit more substance on the second round, and we keep going the third round and the fourth. And even though this is just one 16-point rotation, look at all the beautiful shapes we get. I love these shapes. And I think that these circles really finish off those blocks. Okay, so that was number 11. Here is our number 12. Number 12 can be a boy or a girl, right? Do we have pink or do we have blue? Very big, very bold shape. Very nice shape. Okay, so that was number 12. Here's number 13. Again, bold. It reminds me of a water wheel. Don't know why, but that is what I see in it. And guess what one I found? I found number 7. Number 7 must have been my blue face. Okay, so here we have again these nice, gentle shapes coming around that move into points. And I'm not really sure what this shape is, but I like it. So now we've got number 14. Number 14, Green Bay Packers. Yes, I am a Packer fan. I don't apologize for that, but it does give me some reminder of my favorite football team when I'm looking at this. I love the way that we can put color together, and you wouldn't expect it to work, yet it does. And here is number 15. Again, I used basically the same colors as I used in block 14. I just used them in a different way. The colorways were so much larger in here. And here again, this is 8 points. We will be doing 16. You can see how chunky the 8-point crosshair makes that. And here's our last, number 16. And number 16, again, makes some really beautiful, almost looks like 2 designs that we put into one. So that is some ideas of what we are going to do. And I hope you got an idea of how we're going to do it. And I hope you join us. I think this is going to be an awesome class. We're going to be meeting on October 24th, October 31, November 7th, November 14th, and then we're going to take a day off on November 21st so that we can get ready for Thanksgiving. We will meet again on November 28th, and we'll finish up on December 5th. We're going to learn how to join books together as well. We're going to have video introductions. We're going to have We're going to have live teaching. And this is my first time doing live teaching, so be kind. Just kidding. We'll be able to get there. Our supply list and the schedule are both out, and you can find those on the So Steady website. And I'm just so much looking forward to doing this with you. So please think about joining us for our Spin Effects magic as we incorporate all of our Spin Effects templates. We're going to be incorporating designs that may be new to a lot of you, may be new to me too. And then we're going to learn how to put them all together to make a beautiful, beautiful quilt. So until we meet here, October 24th at 4 p.m. Central Time, let's quilt.
All right. Well, again, I appreciate everyone joining us for this portion of our class today. And hopefully you consider signing up for this amazing class series. So again, 3 different ways to sign up because we recognize that's 16 different templates that if you purchase the entire class series that you would be needing to look at having or owning. She does mention in that preview that we just watched that you do not need to have every single spin effects. Like you can work with and do different alternative designs with the same templates because one of the special things about quilting with rulers is that when you make a design, make a 16 rotation, it's a totally different design than if you were to do an 8 rotation. And you can flip the templates so you can actually pivot from the other end and create a totally different looking design. So first and foremost, you are not expected to have every single one of these. This is a little bit of a design class too. But if you do want to go ahead and purchase all of them, then a couple different ways to maybe get a little bit of a discount to do that. So every single time you make a purchase, so if you choose to purchase a full class for life, you're going to immediately get $10 and you're going to be paying the lowest price for the class. Um, the full class for life the full class for life price for the class is just $60. And again, there's going to be, I believe, six different classes in series. So if you were to pay, if you were to pay $20 for every one of those, then you're going to be looking at paying, $120. So definitely to be better off to go ahead and just buy the full class for life and then get your $10 off if you want to do this whole thing. Because then you're actually just worth $10 towards So Steady products. So then you're just paying $50 for the class and you got $10 towards product. That's the best deal. Otherwise, you can choose to purchase each and every class separately, and then every time you do, you're going to get $10 towards a template. So that's kind of the super deal that we're looking at for this is that you're going to, have some options and how you go about purchasing this and getting your credits to help you pay for those templates as well. So that is the SpinFX class series. I think it's going to be amazing. I actually cannot wait to learn how to do some of this coloring pencil stuff because that is definitely something that I think we all probably have a little bit of a love for in our crafting lives because we all start coloring, right? That's where it all begins, and then we go from there into other mediums. So hopefully you all feel the same way because I think it's going to be gorgeous and it's going to be a really fun way to kind of create a little bit more of an artistic feel with your quilting templates. Okay, so the other spin on this that we haven't mentioned because we haven't officially unveiled an entire new line to So Steady and Westalee is that there just might be an opportunity for this entire class series to be done another way in the future. So we're just going to leave that one at that, but just know that for ruler work and being able to do the coloring, this is going to be an amazing class for all of you. And we're looking forward to having you join in and be part of this class. Okay, so then let's go ahead and we already reviewed all of the gorgeous designs that she's going to be doing, and I've shared with you the link to sign up for the class. Again, you're going to be able to get credits for every way you sign up. So $10 if you preview the class, then you get $10. You can use that $10 credit to purchase the full class if you want. After you preview it, that preview is going to happen on October 24th for the first class. So it gives you some time to get some of your items squared away. The class supply list, that was the thing I wanted to show you. So this is the class supply list. When you preview or purchase this class, then you're going to get this class supply list. So you'll be able to go ahead and just understand a little bit more about what's required and, decide how you want to go about doing this. Now, this is a class supply list for the entire full quilt series. So basically it indicates cut into 16 12-inch squares. Well, if you're taking the first class and you're only doing two 12-inch squares, then you only need to get two 12-inch squares. You don't need 16. And so just keep that in mind as you're, kind of going about creating these creating these blocks. Okay, so looks like there is going to be a need for a 12-inch arc. The Circles on Quilt set 3 is going to be part of this series. So that is the 4-piece Circles on Quilt set. And then there's some other thread recommendations. This is the part where it talks about what's used for the coloring, and that's absolutely part of this class, guys. So the coloring portion is using the Derwent Inktense colored pencils and the fabric medium. Both of those are available, I believe, on Amazon. I don't know that there's a lot of other ways to get those items at this time, from what I understand. So while we hate sending you to Amazon, we'd prefer to send you to a local quilt shop to buy these things. I'm not sure that that is available in a lot of local quilt shops. Why does the preview show charge $5? Because we're giving you $10 in Sew Steady credits. So one of the things that we want to do is we want to, be able to encourage people to enjoy our class series, but recognize that, there's a lot of effort that goes into creating these classes. And so being able to bring this to all of you and be able to make it something that we can keep doing, we feel like the preview, having a preview where you're committing to it, but getting something bigger and better in return is a fair trade. So we hope you all feel the same way. And let's go ahead and keep moving on here in regards to the next thing that we're going to be talking about today, guys, which is our Westalee by Me calendar. And we are ready to share it with all of you. So just know that this is our preview. This is where we're sharing with you basically our winners for the Westalee by Me calendar. And so the winners for the Westalee Big by Me calendar, we're not necessarily doing an order of the place that they took, but we are noting what place they took within the calendar. And so you'll be able to see that. But we're going to go ahead and just kind of go through the calendar together and share with you where we're at as far as our winners. And we're going to have some extra projects that we picked out here internally that we're really excited about because we think that they're outstanding. They maybe didn't get the votes at the same level, but we wanted to include them into our calendar. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here. So of course, we're looking at our cover, and Jenny Totterdell has won with her Starry Nights rendition, Shepherd's Delight. And this is probably one of my favorite designs that I've seen of this year, one of my favorite projects. We've seen it all over the Starry Nights Club and Westalee by Me, but this is just a breathtaking version of our Starry Nights quilt, and a job well done, Jenny. Everyone else responded the same way I did. First place was, definitely something that I think was well deserved on this. So congratulations. So we have a section for honorable mentions. We have not gotten that in there yet, so stay tuned. We'll be getting a lot of designs on that page. And then this is actually going to start with a December 2023. It says 2024 here. This is December 2023, guys. So we're still populating our calendar, but just note that the calendar is starting. It's going to be a 13-month calendar, and it's going to begin with December 2023. And this is Carmen Huggins with her using actually, yet again, the Starry Nights templates to create this gorgeous panel. So again, very excited about this panel and her use of the Starry Night templates all over this project. So gorgeous work here, and Carmen did take third place in our calendar contest. Okay, so we have our January 2020 and that is Judy Paul, and that was her rendition of our Quilt As You Go class series. Actually, this was the Janet Collins Book of Designs. So great job, Judy. You did take fourth place in the calendar contest, and so we absolutely love this. All right, and for second place, we have Anki Dehan, and that was her Feather and Friends, and that's using feathers, hearts, and curlicues and spinifex to create a gorgeous quilt, and that is our February designs. We have Mary Fettinger, and this is, again, using feathers, the feather spine, heart templates, circle templates, and more to create a gorgeous quilted design on a beautiful quilt. So I love seeing when our ruler work is really used to finish quilts too, because I think, a lot of times we're doing these really fun projects like the Spinifex class series that we highlighted today. But I think in a big way, a lot of us are doing patchwork and we need to finish our quilts. And so I find it, especially exciting when I see our ruler work finishing patchwork and get to see what that looks like and how that, plays out. And this is absolutely stunning. What an amazing quilting job on this. All right, so for the month of April, we have our first honorable mention because Joyce Runyon, this was a So Steady pick. You completed the entire mystery sampler quilt. And we know that this is an incredible feat because this is over 100 patchwork block designs, guys. This is over 100 patchwork block designs that's created using Westalee tools. And Joyce did it. And she did it with ruler quilting and Westalee patchwork tools. So we had to include Joyce in here. So Joyce was a ad. She didn't get necessarily the votes to be in the top for the viewer's choice, but we saw this and we knew how hard you worked and what an incredible quilt you created. So we had to include that one. Paulette, you got 7th place with your gorgeous dragonflies and Spinifex designs using the Bloom template. So congratulations, Paulette. And so as we move on, we have our May designs, and that is 8th place by Jane Davey. Jane did actually, again, she was a double winner. Jane won twice. She was in our top for both 2 different projects that are actually originally designed by Angie Atwood, her jewel quilt, and then her clematis and one other pillow. We'll have to make sure we update that. But those are absolutely gorgeous projects, and you are a job well done and definitely deserved in our final calendar. And Jane, you did an awesome job with these. And so then we have Linda Martindale. Linda actually also won in 3 different projects. So Linda, this is your highest ranking project. This is the Big Dream Panel project. This was with Donna McCauley, I believe, and she was running a lot of amazing Zoom classes with the Big Dream Panel, and this is absolutely stunning. So great work on this, Linda, and we're excited to include it for May of 2024. And let's see what we have for June. It looks like we've got, or this is actually July. I was wrong. We're now ahead. We're to July here, and we've got a project that is by Linda Burks. Linda created a really fun spinning wheels and bloom project, and so it's got a lot of fun kind of summary designs going on in it. And then Linda again placed with this really fun lattice table runner project. So we felt like this kind of had some fun summer colors to it, and we wanted to make sure we included it together, and we thought that they married nicely together. So congratulations to both Linda Burks and Linda Martindale for placing in the calendar for the month of July. All right, so for the month of August, we have ninth place winner Joyce Ron with her stained glass window. And then this is another So Steady Picks because we absolutely loved the use of the Circles on Quilts and Spin Effect designs by Jane Tutton, and we just had to include it. So great job, Jane. And again, Joyce, for your gorgeous stained glass project. This is one of the classes that Donnell has on our So Steady University. Okay, so for September, we have Rita Skinner, and Rita did this gorgeous color spinach door hanging, and this was actually, I believe, inspired by one of our educators in Australia, Anita Ellis, but don't quote me on that one. But there is several templates that are highlighted in this, from the Fun and Fancy set to Circles on Quilts and Artisan Curves. All kinds of fun things happening in this project, and absolutely love it. So great job, Rita, for this beautiful wall hanging. Okay, and so let's see here. We've got, looks like a duplicate page. We're going to be working on this one. See, we told you we're still in works, but this is, again, Linda Burks. We already have Ladybug on a different project. So stay tuned for what we're going to be filling the calendar for October. So for the month of November, we have Joyce Runn and Linda Martindale. Both have gorgeous projects here that we felt like were really fun for the November designs. And so Linda again placed 3 different times in our calendar contest, and she's just does some gorgeous work. So both of them, congratulations on your beautiful projects here. And then for December, we've got Joyce Ron with her snowflake design. So again, beautiful. I absolutely love this as a table runner. And wouldn't that be fun for your next project, guys? So that is we have some other more viewers' choice designs and honorable mentions that we're going to be putting into our calendar here. So just keep in mind that we're still filling it. It's not completely full, but we know that the calendar contest ended last Sunday, so we wanted to make sure that we got everybody into this, and we were able to share as many of your designs as possible. So stay tuned. All the winners will be emailing you to get some information so we can mail you out your calendars once they're all wrapped up here in the next month. And then, of course, get you your extra gifts for winning the amazing calendar contest. So we can't thank you all enough for contributing to this and sharing all of your projects with us. And as far as we're concerned, you're all winners. And there's so many gorgeous projects in this that we just are so excited to be able to share with all of you. So again, we really, really appreciate you being part of this. We wanted to wrap this up quickly this year because we are going to be handing this out and sharing this for sale at Houston. At Houston Quilt Festival this year, guys, we're going to be sharing this calendar. So, winners, you are going to be on display at Houston, being able to share all of your amazing works in this awesome calendar. So, we appreciate you again allowing us to put you out there and share what you're doing with our templates. So, again, thank you all so much for joining us again today for our template tasting. We hope you consider signing up for the SpinFX class series. And don't forget, our 12 days of holidays started this week. So I am going to take a moment because I think it's important that we share with you a little bit more about what this 12 days of holiday deals is all about. So our 12 weeks of holiday deals. So in the past, we've done this thing called 12 days. And this year we decided that we wanted to give you more than 12 days. So we are giving you 12 weeks of holiday deals. So that means every single week we have an extra special bonus deal. So this week, our super special bonus deal is to buy a two-piece snowflake set. You are going to get, so if you buy one of our two-piece snowflake sets, you're going to get our ruler work accessory set for free. So that is a two-piece snowflake set that after the sale price is $31.30, you're going to get the ruler work accessory set, which is regularly $20, total value of $34 for free, guys. So that is a super deal. If you don't have all the snowflakes, then this is the time to get them because you get some bonus things with it. If you already have the bonus things, then they can be an awesome gift for someone else. But that is our super deal this week. Note that all of our items in our 12 days of holiday deals is on sale right now. So let me actually take you not to this, but I'm just going to take you right to this is actually showing you all of those items right there. So you can find this on our blog, and then actually you can enter to win. We are we're taking entries to win each of the items that are in our 12 days of deals highlighted this week. So don't forget to enter to win on this page. And then I'm just going to head out to our main page here. Notice the 12 days, 12 weeks of holiday deals. It's right there. You can click right there on that and you can scroll down, and all of these items are actually on sale 20% off right now, guys. So take a look at them. Take advantage of that sale price. You can get 20% off of all of these amazing items right now. So hopefully you're jumping in on that amazing deal and seeing some things in there. You can click the link within the blog that I shared with you, and you can actually see what the special deals are to come as well. um, but again, we appreciate everyone joining us today. Thank you for joining us to announce our winners of our Westalee by Me calendar. And we'll stay tuned for the winners. We'll be emailing you with your discounts and everything else to get started with your purchasing since you are the lucky winners. So have a wonderful weekend. And I did mention earlier in the comments, some of the audio was a little bit back and forth during our live. And I am going to be doing replays later today, I believe at 6 o'clock. And then again tomorrow morning around 6 a.m. That's specific time. So we try to do replays at different times of day that maybe work better for people in other countries and that sort of thing. So if you wanted to get a little better audio, then definitely tune in for those replays, and hopefully you'll be able to enjoy those as well. So again, have a wonderful weekend, and thank you for joining us for our Template Tasting Friday, everyone.